This is my TED Talk on how being secluded benefits your mental health, your mental stability, and you just mentally. The 5 things I'm going to be talking about in today's talk are actually being secluded, what you realize when you are secluded, how this helps with life, and figuring out what matters and what's just kind of BS, as well as how this stimulates your creativity and how you can use that in everyday life. So, actually being secluded, people usually, when they say they're secluding themselves, are really just getting rid of their phones and being locked up in their room. This doesn't really benefit people because you're not being outside, you're not doing anything new. It's just the same thing, except now you're not texting your friends every 5 minutes. If you go outside, go for a walk, that's still being a better version of secluded than if you were just to get rid of your phone and sit down and do nothing. What you realize when you are actually secluded, like being in the woods or going out for a hike or something like that, you realize that some things just really don't matter, and you can live without a lot of stuff. And I think that's very helpful, especially if you feel like you're being burdened and you need to like let off some steam, because you can realize, okay, this matters, this doesn't. And that brings me to my next point, figuring out what matters and putting a screen on your life. If you're just pretending like to be everyone's friend and be the class clown and all that, that's more work than actually having good friends and just your life. If you put a screen on that and you come out here and realize, okay, doing this really isn't benefiting anyone, it's just making people laugh, there's no point in doing it. It's just so much better to stick to things that matter instead of a lot of things all at once. I feel like that phrase, quality over quantity, really applies to this. And also, being creative when you're out here, it helps with everyday life, mostly because you can figure out how to do things on your own when you're out here by yourself, either on a hike or just in your backyard or going for a walk. And these things can carry over into your everyday life, like how to not I wouldn't say scheduling, but how to fix things. Like if you're out on a hike and you break a shoelace, you can figure out, okay, this thing can replace my shoelace or something like that. Anyway, you also just let your mind wander, and that just opens up a whole nother, I guess, mindset. You think of things in a totally different way. I'm terrible explaining it, but it helps so much when you just change the way you think, and it's all because you just go outside and take a break from all the things that don't really matter. And those 5 things really benefit your mind and the way you think and your entire process of thinking. And I think that if everyone just did this like once a week, like on a Saturday or Sunday, and just relaxed outside for a minute, it would help them so much, and people would be a lot less stressed about a lot of different things. And that's it. That's my TED Talk.